Hi, I'm Theresa and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be starting a very exciting reading vlog where I am reading 3 adult sapphic romance novels. I have been meaning to get into adult romance this year. It's been one of my goals and I've read some and I've loved them, and I thought since I have this pile of books on my TBR, I will take you through me reading some. So I've been very highly anticipating Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Break, so I'm going to be reading that, as well as Written in the Stars by Alexandra Belfleur, which everyone has been yelling at me to read for so long. So I'm going to finally do it for this vlog for you guys. I'm hoping I'm going to love them both. As well as Cant Resist Her by Kiana Alexander, which is not one I've seen people talking about, but I got an arc on NetGalley. It sounds very good, and I'm hoping that if I enjoy it, I can convince you all to read it as well. So yes, these are the books I'm going to be reading. I'm very excited, and yes, let's just start the video. Hello, so I've started Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Blake. I decided to read this one first purely because I put a poll up on Twitter and Instagram because I couldn't actually decide, and everyone seemed very enthusiastic about this one, so I thought I'd give it a go and read it first. And I am really enjoying it so far. I'm 2 chapters in, and I've got like one from each of our narrators and I'm liking them both so far. So this follows Delilah Green, who is an up-and-coming photographer in New York, and when she's called home to her hometown by her stepsister to photograph her wedding, she can't turn down the money and she goes. And there she meets Claire, a single mom who's beginning to enter into the dating scene again, and also one of Delilah's sister's bridesmaids. And there's some like family drama and angst and romance, and I'm just very excited. And I'm particularly interested in Claire being a single mum and having her kid, and like how that is with Delilah, because I will not lie, I'm a complete sucker for in like romance where one member of the couple has a kid and like the sweet moments with the kid and the love interest and everything. So like I'm excited about that, and yeah, I'm just excited overall, and I'm gonna keep reading. Hello, so I've read the first quarter of the book. I'm very much enjoying it. I'm really am. I'm really liking this dynamic we've got going so far between Delilah and Claire. Because they kind of meet not with Claire not really remembering who Delilah is, and then they figure it out, and it's all a bit of a funny situation. This is my leg, by the way. I realized it looks a bit weird. And yeah, so basically Delilah does not get on with her stepsister, who she's here for the wedding for, and she figures what better way to mess with her than to sleep with her best friend. And you know, it helps that she's very much attracted to this best friend as well. And I'm just like loving it. I'm loving the drama. Like, Delilah is not happy to be there and she's not making that a secret, and I love it. But I'm also so invested in her and Claire already, and like Delilah's had sweet moments with Claire's daughter so far, and it's so cute. And like that's what I'm here for. I'm loving it. There's only one bed scene in this book. I just read it. I'm about halfway through. It's wonderful. I loved it so much. Like the tension between the two of them, getting from both their perspectives and knowing that they're both like, oh my god, she's so pretty. I want to be with her. But let's not do that. And then doing it anyway. It's just so fun. I love it. And like they have deep conversations too, which I love, and I just like getting to know them both a bit more in this scene. And also just the sexy parts. It's just been a lot of fun. And yeah, Astrid, complete cock blocker. Not impressed. But I'm excited for her to get her own book, even though I'm not even done this one. I'm excited for that spin-off. So it's the next day, actually next night. I was a good, responsible adult and I worked on my essay all day. But I've just sat down to read again, and there's just the sweetest little scene between Delilah and Ruby, which is Claire's daughter, and I'm so soft for them. I love them. And I'm really loving this kind of scheming we've got going on between Delilah and her stepsister's friends to kind of not call off the wedding, but to tell Astrid that her fiance is a prick. And I'm loving it. It's just such a little fun story. I'm having so much fun with it. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm very excited to read more and to get more romance. So I'm definitely getting more romance, which is what I wanted. And I'm loving it. I love the two of them together. Right now, they're both like, it's just sex. It's not gonna be just sex. And I, like, guys. But I'm excited to see how, like, the relationship develops from there and how they realise that these feelings aren't just gonna go away. Very excited, very much enjoying it. The sex scene's so good as well. Like, I'm just having a great time. But something else I'm really enjoying is the kind of loneliness that our main character Delilah feels, and how she's very much reminded of this being back in her hometown, remembering high school, but also being around Claire and Claire's friends and, you know, her stepsister and everything. And, like, I just love loneliness in books. It's a big theme that I really, really enjoy reading about. It's one that I'm writing about in my book. So I'm just really liking this exploration. And yeah, and just also the situation with Astrid, Delilah's stepsister, and her fiance, and the girls like scheming to get rid of him. It's so fun. Like, I'm just really enjoying it. And yeah, something else I actually like now that I've spoken about Astrid is how Claire and Delilah see her in such different ways from different perspectives, because obviously one is her best friend and one is, she calls herself like the wicked stepsister because they never got along as kids. And it's just like so interesting seeing this one character from two different perspectives. I love it. It's so clever. But yeah, I'm having a great time. I am 73% through, considering staying up quite late to finish it. I've not got work all week, so like, why wouldn't I? Hello. It is nearly midnight the next day. I didn't end up staying up to finish it because I got distracted. And then today I've just been trying to read but so distracted. Like, I cannot focus. But I did manage to read from 77% to 92%, and then I put it down for a couple of hours. And I don't know why, because I was like so into it, really enjoying it. You know, you've got all like the important emotional scenes at the end, which I love in a romance book. I normally can't stop, but I'm so distracted today. I cannot focus on anything. Some exciting things have happened, and it's Lesbian Visibility Day, and like, I'm doing all my posts for that. You know, I go mental for that every year. It just came out on my personal Instagram, by the way. So I will be checking my phone constantly. But yeah, I'm going to try and finish this tonight. I'm determined. I've got to do it. But yes, enjoying all the emotional scenes, the complicated sister relationships, all the depth there. I love it. Very excited to read more, and then also to hopefully see more of this sister relationship in Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail, which is the spin-off book following Delilah's stepsister. Very excited. Gonna keep reading. Okay, it's 1 a.m. because I got distracted again, but I have finished Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake, and I really, really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It wasn't quite a 5 for me, but I very much enjoyed it, very much looking forward to the next book. And yeah, I loved the relationship between Delilah and Claire. I really enjoyed it. I think I wanted something more from the book. I'm not sure, I can't put my finger on it, but I think it was just something more. But I very much enjoyed their relationship and their individual characters and how it's all reacted with their relationship and how they had to make it work with that. Like, for example, with Claire and her relationship with her ex, her daughter's father, and then with her daughter as well, and fitting that in, and Delilah and her art and being in New York and all of that. I loved how it resolved and how it came together. Just really enjoyed it. I will be writing a review, so I'll have that link down below if you want some more like coherent, not 1 a.m. thoughts on it. But for now, I shall see you tomorrow to read the next book of this vlog. I had more thoughts about Delilah Green, but can we just talk about how very hot Delilah and Claire both are? Like, the cover, I'll put it here. What sold me on this book when it was kind of first announced and the cover went up was definitely the cover, just because I was like, oh, holy shit, they're hot. And then in the book they're hot as well, and I'm having a great time. Like, and what I love as well is like the way they describe each other, and which is always fun in a dual point of view romance, but particularly when it's sapphic and I get 2 women describing women, because I feel like women have a very particular way of describing other women, sapphic women, and I just love it. So yeah, very much loved that, and just the whole book, very good. Hello, it's a few days later. I'm still wearing the same hoodie, but I've just not had a chance to read the past couple days. I've been doing other things. But today, here I am on my balcony with the roadworks on my street, so sorry about the noise. Anyway, I'm going to be reading Cant Resist Her by Kiana Alexander, and I cannot wait. Hello, I have come inside to update because it's a bit loud outside, but I have read the first 3 chapters of Cant Resist Her. I'm about 17% in, and I've kind of got through the setup that you get in the synopsis, so I'm excited to see how it develops from here. So this is a dual point of view romance, and it takes place in Austin, Texas, and you follow Summer, who's moved back to town after years out of state and is taking up a role as a teacher. And she is very concerned with the fact that the school her grandmother founded is being knocked down and turned into something else, and she is determined to stop this. She has very strong opinions on, the impact of this in the community and such. And then she reconnects with Aiko, who she had a crush on in school, and they shared a kiss at the senior year dance, and the two of them have been kind of hung up on each other this whole time. But Aiko has very conflicting ideas to Summer about this school. Aiko's actually on the team to reconstruct it into something else. And so the two women have to kind of deal with this attraction that they have for each other and their very opposing feelings on this, and see how that affects their relationship and everything. And yeah, I've just read them reconnecting after high school and kind of establishing these differences that they have between each other, so excited to see where that goes from there. I would say though that the dialogue in this book is quite awkward and not very natural, and it could have flowed better, and I think that would have been more absorbed in the book, because right now it's just a bit odd. But excited to see where it goes. So I'm now 38% through and putting the book down for a bit, but enjoying it so far. And my complaint about the writing, it's getting better. The conversation feels more natural now. It's still a bit stilted, some bits still sometimes kind of pluck me out of the story because it's a bit awkward, but overall it's much better than it was to begin with. And I'm just liking what these characters are doing. They've decided that while Aiko is working, they can't be together, but as soon as she clocks out, they can be together nicely, they can go on a date or whatever. So they've just been on their first date, and this is not gonna work. It's so silly, but I'm enjoying it. And yeah, it's just fun. I'm liking it. The thing that's kind of also a bit strange is we're gonna say that they are thinking with their clits. That's the only way I can say it. There's so many things where they're just doing absolutely nothing. It'd be her clit throbbed, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's not in a remotely sexual situation or anything like that. They're just having a normal conversation, and then that'll happen, and I'm like, what? I've kind of accepted that there's gonna be weird things like that in romance books, but it's just a bit weird to me. But yeah, otherwise, enjoying the story, excited to continue. Hello, it's the next day and I've just been reading my book all afternoon. I am 72% in, so I've definitely made some big progress on yesterday. I think I started at around 40% today, and I'm enjoying it. I would still say the writing, the dialogue, still a bit stilted, a bit awkward and unnatural. Some of the conversations will be overly formal for a date or between family or something. It'd be a bit weird. And stating things in the conversation that all the characters would already know, and it felt a bit weird. But other than that, I am enjoying it. This conflict between our two main characters about the building site and the school and the demolition and everything is really coming to a head now, because they're realising that actually you can't have a relationship where you fundamentally disagree. And yeah, it's fun. We got to a steamy scene a while back, that was fun. I think, is this too much information? I think it's the first sapphic romance book where I've read that they've got a strap out or something, because that was fun. And yeah, I'm just enjoying my time. So I'm hoping I can finish this tonight, because it's only 5:30, so I think there's plenty of time. I should be able to read it quite quickly, and I'll let you know what I think. Hello, so I have finished Cant Resist Her, and Yeah, I ended up quite enjoying it. I had my concerns at the start with my concerns I mentioned in the video, but I do feel like the novel got better as it progressed, so I would recommend sticking with it if you do try and pick it up. And yeah, it was just a very cute ending. I liked how the conflict was resolved, and I thought it was a good fun time. I also really liked well, the author of this book is black, and so are the two main characters. One of them is black and Japanese, and that is such an essential part of their characters and just the things that happen in the novel, the way they speak. They always mention like the silk hair wraps and everything, like little things like that just make it so completely a black experience. But what was like really refreshing was that there's just no racism in this book when there really easily could have been. So it was just nice to read. It was just pleasant to read. And yeah, I just really enjoyed my time reading it. And I will have a review up for this one as well, so I'll leave that one link down below. And yeah, now on to Written in the Stars. It's the next day and I have started Written in the Stars by Alexandria Bellfleur. I'm 2 chapters in, it's dual point of view, so I've like read one from each of our narrators. And it's so cute and fun so far. So this is a fake dating story, which I kind of forgot about until I started reading it, because I've been kind of put off fake dating recently because it's just overdone. But this one comes highly recommended. I'm enjoying it, so hopefully I continue to enjoy it. But this follows Elle and Darcy, who are set up on a date, a blind date, by Darcy's brother, Elle's business partner. And it doesn't go well. But Darcy needs to get her brother off her back about setting her up on blind dates. You know, she's sick of it. She doesn't want to date. She had a bad experience. So she says to him that they do hit it off and lies to him basically. And then Elle gets roped into it apparently. And yeah, I'm just liking it so much. They're definitely like grumpy sunshine, opposites attract, which I love in romance. I think it's so fun. So I'm just excited to read more of this. It's so like readable right now. I'm really enjoying it. So it's next day and I've just had my first day at university back after my 3 weeks off. It was rough. Anyway, I read Written in the Stars on the tram. I'm like 40% through, I think. Loving it. Loving this chemistry between our two main characters and like the tension where they're both definitely feeling something but also like, but we're faking it. Which is the good stuff from fake dating. And I'm loving it. It's so just readable. It's definitely rom-commy. It's funny. And the characters, I just really root for them. I really like them. And I'm just having a great time with it. I'm going to read some more. And yeah. Honestly, just I love reading it. I'm so glad I've been bullied into reading it. Everyone's been telling me for so long that I need to hurry up and read this series because it's got 2 more books that spin off from this one with following different characters. I will be reading them all. They're very good. Well, this one's very good. And I'm just having a great time with it. Hello, so it's probably been a couple days since I last updated. I've been working this week and it's like long hours and I just don't have a chance to read. I don't have energy to read other than on the tram, so I've just been making my way very slowly through Written in the Stars. But today I have a short day and I got to like the 3rd act drama of the romance novel, so I'm determined to get through that and get back to everything being happy and to finish it today since it's early, it's sunny, I can sit out on the balcony and read. But I've been thinking really about how much I love how formulaic romance novels are in terms of you have the beginning, you have the middle where they fall in love and it's all good, you have the 3rd act where there's some kind of drama, miscommunication, breakup, all of that stuff. They work on their problems and they come back together in the end and everything's solved. I love that. It's so good. But I've noticed that when I read books like this, that I read the beginning really quick because I'm like really invested, it's so cute. The middle, when they get together, I slow down because I want to savor them falling in love and being happy. And then when the 3rd act drama happens, I like race through it. I'm like, I need to get past this. I need to get back to everything being good. Like, I love the angst, but I prefer when everything's happy. So yes, I think I'm going to finish it Written in the Stars today. I'm at like 82%, so easy peasy. I am so enjoying it. I think it's my favourite of this vlog. And yeah, it's just so fun and cute. I just love Darcy and Elle. They're so cute. It's not long later, but I have finished Written in the Stars. I loved it. I would say, actually, the ending, I kind of wanted more from it. Like, it ends rather abruptly, just with them reconciling, and like nothing after that. And I usually like at least like one scene afterwards, like not an epilogue exactly, but here's us being happy and together, and like I kind of wanted that, but still very, very much enjoyed it. I think it's a 4-star as well, and yes, I don't think I have much more to say about this book that I've not said in these clips so far. But yes, I loved it. It was cute. They had good chemistry. I loved the banter. I loved the grumpy sunshine, hopeless romantic, cynic, kind of, what's it called? Dynamic. That's the word. I just loved that dynamic between them. And yeah, it was cute. It was fun. I want to read the spin-off books. And yeah, it's a good time. Thank you all for making me read it. And yes, I'll have links to all of these books on Goodreads down below, as well as reviews for Delilah Green and Can't Resist Her. Can't Resist Her comes out in July, so make sure you pick that up if that's something that interests you. And yes, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you with another video soon.